Yo, what's good? This your boy Big Steve, and this is Go Blue at the Dark, where we smoke and talk Michigan football. So let's get into it. So for the second straight week, Michigan is on a road in Minnesota, taking on the Minnesota Gophers, who come into the season 3-2. It's a night game, first night game of the season for Michigan. So tonight, I was just gonna go over a couple things as far as the Minnesota team offense and defense. Their quarterback is led by a guy. I can't pronounce his last name again. These quarterbacks we playing against always got some weird ass last names. But Ethan Kalamians, Ethan, I believe his name is. He comes into the season 71 of 121, 745 yards, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, averaging about 6.2 yards per throw. Um, their running back, Darius Taylor, is definitely one of the top running backs in the Big Ten. He comes into the season 87 carries for 532 yards. That's about 6.1 yards per carry. So they actually almost averaging more rushing yards than throwing yards per play. So, so we can expect the run heavy game. Look forward to the D line stepping up, linebackers getting battle tested once again, stepping up and making some plays. Receivers, starting receivers, Daniel Jackson, 20 receptions, 252 yards, 4 touchdowns. Second receiver, Corey Coombs, 19 carries, 227 yards, but no touchdowns. So once again, similar to the Nebraska situation, as far as the pass game go, where our D line and edge should really be able to get after the quarterback this game. They're going to run the ball a lot. Like I said, Darius Taylor is definitely one of the top running backs in the conference. So night game, top 5 team coming into the Minnesota, they looking to rush the field. But on some good news, it has been rumored that Mason Graham will be playing this week. It hasn't been confirmed yet so far that I know of, but which is real big, being the fact that we're going against one of the top running backs in the conference. So with Kenneth Grant been getting the snaps he's been getting, Chris Jenkins been doing what he's been doing all since he's been at Michigan. With Mason Graham coming back, this really a game we can use him far as the interior D line stepping up to stop the run game once again. Their leading interceptions, their DB Tyler, DB he has 3 interceptions, and I believe the leading sack getter, pause, but Danny, he's a defensive lineman. He has 3 sacks on the year. Minnesota, the total team sacks is 11 with 8 interceptions. So a few things far as Michigan goes on offense, I'm looking to see is we're gonna give Khalil Mullins more carries. Um, that's the first thing. I don't think nobody's trying to make an argument that Khalil Mullins is a better running back than Donovan Edwards. I just feel his style of running fits this Michigan offensive line better than Donovan Edwards. So the first thing I'm gonna be looking for is to see how many carries Khalil Mullins get. And the second thing, just to piggyback off the running back situation, how many snaps at wide out is Donovan Edwards going to get? Very interested to see that. Are we going to continue to let the pass game become the main option to open the run game? Once again, Roman Wilson, he's a beast. He's been a beast all season. Colston Loveland can we get him more targets as far as the offense goes? I feel the running game is always going to be there. Jim Harbaugh, that's his forte. He's going to run the ball. Whether we like it or not, he's going to run the ball. And so far, it's been working these last couple of years. So he's a successful coach because of it, so I don't see him changing no time soon. But he has stated in the beginning of the year that he wants to have a balanced offense where 50-50 run and pass. So other than that, man, I think it should be a very dominant win for Michigan. I think this is a chance for the D-line and linebackers to come out and really take advantage, shut the run game down early, force this quarterback to try to make some throws he haven't made all season. Couple other things as far as the offensive line go. Miles Hinton, who suited up last game but didn't play. They say he's been dealing with an injury, but at the same time, they feel Ladarius Hinton's been better for the offensive line, where Carson Barnhart has been moved back to right tackle. And even though Henderson gave up a couple plays last game, he still has been more consistent than Miles Hinton at right tackle. As far as that goes, not too many injuries I heard of yet. Knock on wood. On the offense, as far as Blake's, he's been looking healthy. The receiving core has been looking good. Clemens, he looked all right. He had 2 catches last game. So offense, I feel we definitely can dominate this game. Defense, same thing. Shut down the run game. That's why I'm looking for the defense early. Shut down the run game and make this quarterback have to make plays he have not made before. And I see they said on defense, Mike Singerstell, I heard, was kind of banged up during the Nebraska game. Rob Moore, we all know, has been dealing with some injuries as well. Want to see how he does, how he looked in this game, which, like I said, is going to be mostly a run-heavy game, and we can force them to throw it earlier and get these DBs some go, because at the end of the schedule, I feel is where the defense is going to get their most. The DBs are going to get tested the most. So right now, it's going to be D-line and linebackers. Minnesota, PJ Tuck Fletcher, he's been there for a while. He has some games where they have pulled off some upsets. And so I'm looking forward to see what can we do as far as the running game, running situation goes. I'd like to see Khalil Mullins get about at least 10 carries. At least 10 carries. Blake get his normal 15 to 20. And Donovan Edwards somewhere around 10. And other than that, dominant win by Michigan. I'm predicting somewhere around, last week I said around 45-10. It was around that range. And I'm going to stick to that the same as well. I see it being somewhere around 45-10. Michigan, big win. The passing game probably won't have the numbers due to the fact that we should jump out on this team early. And just like Nebraska, where going to mid-third quarter, we got some substitutes in. So 45-10, I'm projecting for the score to be. Big game by the Michigan D-line. I'm looking forward to see how Mason Graham is doing. He's a D lineman that uses his hands a lot. Being that he has a hand injury, see how does it affect him, because he's not a big guy. He's not Kenneth Grant. You know, he's a smaller, wrestling background type D lineman. So see how he handles that hand injury this game. Hopefully they're not rushing him back too early, because at the back end of the schedule, we have some teams that we really gonna need him for. So other than that, man, I'm looking forward to it. Night game. I've been doing the streaming the last 2 first halves. I'll probably do the same thing this half. I'm practicing, so I'm coming along with it. I don't know everything, but hey, I'm trying, man. I love Michigan football. I love talking about Michigan football, and I love smoking talk about Michigan football. So other than that, Go Blue.